Welcome to Point Lookout, one of probably the most mysterious places outside of the capital wasteland. Like every other DLC, it starts out with messages telling you your way into the new area has arrived, and so you go down to the ferry dock. The first quest is given to you as soon as you come close, pretty much. Basically, a woman comes up to you and says that her daughter has run off on the ferry and that you gotta go to Point Lookout and find her. Point Lookout is definitely the largest of all the 5 DLCs to explore, and definitely has some of the most creative missions. One of my personal favorites was to find out the location of the Chinese spy's secret lair, along the way blowing up a sub and figuring out a way into his base. But the main mission mainly consists out of helping out a ghoul, figure out why his house has been attacked by the local tribal cult. You will infiltrate it, later on go on a very trippy path back to Point Lookout. Whoa dude, exploding Nuka-Cola, who would have figured? The world of Point Lookout basically falls back on the swamp folk stereotypes, such as inbred hillbillies, voodoo, and southern accents. There's also a lot of reminders of the Civil War, ranging from not only the mansions, but also many graves filled up with Confederate soldiers. The swampland gives the sense of mystery and danger as you traverse, particularly one of danger, since the enemies, especially the tribal, and the more inbred enemies you encounter, so make sure you pack a whole lot of firepower. And of course, this being a DLC, the new area means new weapons, this time coming in the form of a double-barrel shotgun. Sadly, I thought it was a bit more powerful, so I could keep saying, "Get off my lawn!" a bit more. And in the form of the repeater rifle, which is surprisingly more powerful. The microwave emitter, which although strong is only so when hitting the enemy in the head, at least from my experience. Puzzle solving is a bit different this time around. For instance, you'll need to equip certain pair of glasses in order to solve the code to open the Chinese spy's base, or use holotapes of people's voices to open deposits in the local bank. One of my favorite parts of the world probably has to be docks and the small town of Point Lookout at the beginning. They're just something that instantly sets the tone of this world for me, but there's a lot of other places to find, such as an abandoned exploration boat, a crashed airplane, an underground ghoul safari, the swamps of course, and the trademark of this land, the Point Lookout Lighthouse. The game still has the Fallout feel, despite there now being some plants here and there. You can also choose to make moonshine, which is basically the native alcohol. This expansion definitely has the most of what Fallout 3 is all about: exploration. There's a lot of things in Point Lookout that is kind of perplexing and somewhat weird. It's the mythical pen-sized murderer's room in the hotel. The game's world is, of course, like stated before, a break from the dusty capital wasteland, with all the swamp flora growing everywhere and it constantly being my favorite weather, namely cloudy. Overall, Point Lookout adds a whole new large area to explore. The swamplands are dangerous, the swamp is a refreshing change of scenery and is mysterious, and overall production values are still pretty good. If you really want more Fallout 3, Point Lookout is the best of the bunch.